Okay, so when we look at these, it tells me to solve 2x plus 3 equals 9. So it's the same directions that we've been doing for the last week or so, when we are told to solve the equation. So when I see I need to solve, I know my goal is to isolate the variable, get the variable by itself. So I ask myself a question: why is the variable x not by itself? Well, so far, every time we've answered that question, there's been only one reason that the variable is not by itself. Well, today, there's going to be two reasons that the variable is not by itself. So why is the x not by itself? Because it is being multiplied by 2 and added by 3. So I'm going to have to undo both of those things. Now, the order that you undo them in is important. Let me say that again. The order that you undo these in is very important. To do it as easily as possible, we want to undo addition and subtraction first, and then undo multiplication and division secondly. The way I normally think about it, whatever number is farther away from the variable needs to be undone first. So in this case, the number farther away from the x is the adding 3. So how can I undo adding 3? By subtracting 3 on both sides. 3 minus 3 is 0. That leaves me with 2x. On the right side, 9 minus 3 is 6. So now I have 2x equals 6. Well, is the x by itself? No. Why? It's being multiplied by 2. How do I undo multiplying by 2? I divide by 2 on both sides. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times x is x. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now I have the variable isolated and by itself, so I know that the x value is equal to 3. Now on these, we can always plug our number back in to check to see if we did it correctly. So I think x is supposed to be 3, so plug in 3 here for x. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. So 3 works. So I did it correctly. Here's the next one we're going to look at. Solve 3x plus 2 equals 23. So again, I draw my little line at the equal sign so I can see. Now my goal when I solve is to get the variable by itself. So why is x not by itself? Multiplied by 3, added by 2. Which one of those do I want to get rid of first? Get rid of the adding 2 by subtracting 2 on both sides. So that's going to tell me 3x equals 23 minus 2 is 21. Now the x is not by itself because it's being multiplied by 3. So I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides, which tells me x equals 7. Okay, so here we go again. I want to solve negative 2y minus 7 equals 3. So now why is the y not by itself? Being multiplied by negative 2 and subtracted by 7. So I want to undo both of those things. Which one do I want to undo first? Get rid of the negative 7 by adding 7 on both sides. Negative 7 plus 7 is 0. That leaves me with negative 2y. 3 plus 7 is 10. So now the y is still not by itself because it's being multiplied by negative 2. So I can undo multiplying negative 2 by dividing by negative 2 on both sides. So that tells me y is equal to negative 5. And again, you can plug that number back in to check. Make sure that it is correct. Negative 2 times negative 5 is positive 10. And then 10 minus 7 is 3. Okay, so now this one, same idea. We want to solve. We want to get r by itself. R is not by itself because it's being multiplied by 1/5. And we're adding 4. Which one of those numbers do we want to get rid of first? The adding 4. So we get rid of a positive 4 by subtracting 4 from both sides. 4 minus 4 is 0. That leaves me with 1/5 r. Negative 1 minus 4 is negative 5. Same signs, add the numbers, keep the sign. Now r is being multiplied by 1/5, so how can I undo that? How do you undo multiplying by 1/5? You could divide by 1/5 if you have a calculator. You just put that in and it will do the work for you. I can't put that in because I do not know how to divide by a fraction. So I have to multiply by the reciprocal. Again, that's the other option that you have. So if I multiply by the reciprocal, the 5's cancel. That leaves me with an r. Negative 5 times 5 is negative 25. So if you put in divide by 1/5, you should have still gotten negative 25 as your answer.